Oh.
There we go. Wow. It's been like, what, a week for us since we've heard this?
Yeah, too long. It's been too long.
I mean, you don't know. You haven't missed us. You, the listener, have been on the schedule. Hup, hup. We don't take a break even when we're taking a break. Is that how you? Is that fair? All day, every day?
I think so.
All day.
You were on a boat and you were just thinking about the Ramble the whole time.
That's all I was. That's all I did.
Boom.
There we are. What's happening, everybody?
There it is.
This
How about
is
that?
the Ramble Radio, the Ramble Podcast, a geek's guide to pop culture. This is Ramble Radio 461. We're the geeks. I'm cancer fighter, comedian, coxman, Jerry Rocha.
Cocksmith or Coxman?
Coxman. Right over there, we have the one and only
Eddie Pence, comedian.
Yes.
Middle finger guy.
Middle finger giver.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look how big that finger is.
Ooh, man, you mean it. You mean it.
Is that a finger banger? Is that what you get when you go to the Hall of Fame?
That's your
bust.
If Lionel Richie's playing, that comes out, and yes, I think it's Lionel Richie's face with that coming out of it on top. Don't you think?
This is like Foreigner, right? And then you got like, what do you have here?
Ooh, I would say certain Kenny Rogers numbers.
And then just fucking Lionel Richie.
Woo! Woo!
Right there, like that.
Wow.
Woo!
Well, man, we are back. Again, you didn't miss us because you didn't get any break. But we're
unrelenting in that way.
We never stop, but we're back. We had I had to go on vacation with Andrea's family. That's what we're talking. Went on a Disney cruise ship.
Yeah, how was that?
It was fucking great. I was surprised at how much fun I had on this thing.
What did you do? Because I have to go on a cruise in June with Tracy's family.
Okay,
but we're doing the Alaska. We're doing it's a princess cruise, but it's in Alaska. It's that strait that goes like between the glaciers. And shit.
Sure. That's always a good place to take a cruise ship. Always a good place. What could go wrong?
That's not panic-inducing at all.
Dude? Okay, let me start with this. I have to complain. My one complaint about the Disney cruise is they had a fucking music trivia competition in an 18 and up bar on the ship. So I would go there every night before dinner. And they did all decades, 80s, 90s. Okay?
Right.
They would play like a 3-second snippet of a song. And you had to write it down. 20 songs. Okay? You had to write artist, song title.
I got it.
Eddie, I every single one, I damn near ran the I got 18 out of 20 every single time.
Did that win? Did you win?
No, because guess what? The people who won were in like groups of 8. I was by myself. I should have gotten my own prize.
They won by committee. They
were fucking cheating. I was sitting there fucking, come on. I think the guy playing by himself should get the fucking, look, this sad motherfucker's here in a boat. They didn't know it was with my family. This guy's here by himself on a boat.
You could have been on a cruise by yourself.
By myself. But then during the 90s, the balls on the cruise ship, during 90s night, Eddie.
Yeah.
Song 18 was a snippet of My Heart Will Go On. And I just yelled.
No.
I yelled out, "Do not play this on a cruise ship."
What are you doing?
And that got a big laugh, thankfully. And then so they play it twice. And then once all 20 songs are done, they play them again, right? And it's to let you know what song it was. And so I said, don't play that on a cruise ship. And it got a big laugh. It goes, well, I'm going to play the sample again. And I yelled out, everybody knock on wood. And so the whole place is knocking on wood.
Oh, you're owning the room now. You're owning the room.
Owning the room. And then at the end of it, when it was time to play the songs and reveal what songs they were, he got booed when he tried to press play on that. Everyone was like, no, don't play it. Do not play it. I was like,
you turned the room on him.
I turned the room on that guy. I turned the it was but it was fucking bullshit that they didn't fucking I'm by myself. I should have gotten some honorable mention. Something. Don't you I mean, come on.
That's
These
pathetic.
motherfuckers have each other. They have fucking 8 friends that they're just cheating
that's
off
basically Google. They basically had Google at their disposal.
You're Googling. You phone one fucking friend. We've seen game shows. How many fucking people are with you on Wheel of Fortune?
Bullshit.
One other person tops if it's like a couples thing. Fucking bullshit. I should have won that motherfucker. Anyway, it was fucking. But that was great. And then the other things they did, they had bingo. So in memory of my mother, I went and played bingo on the boat, and I fucking won that. They ain't taking that away from me. Fucking $200, motherfucker. They ain't taking that shit away.
$200 bingo.
$200 bingo right there in the Disney Cruise Line.
Wow.
It was, and then of course you go to the Bahamas and shit. It was great. But I got to tell you, dude, like the shows were probably the rides. There was not rides. There was water slides. And I'm not.
Okay.
Are you a ride guy, Eddie? Do you like roller coasters? When you go to amusement park?
I do. I enjoyed them more as a younger man. As the older I get, I can't ride. I can ride a couple, but if I ride more than like 2 or 3 in a day, it destroys me.
I fucking hate them. I don't like water slides. I don't like any kind of. But I'm there with Andrea's nephews, and they want to get on the aqua.
You got to man up. You got to
man up. I can't be the fucking punk ass uncle. Right, so this ride was called the Aqua Dunk, and it's like the Donald Dump, and it's a Donald Duck pool theme. And dude, this shit shouldn't have been for anybody. It shouldn't have been for kids. It's just it's like this thing the slide goes down 3 stories of the ship.
Okay.
Part of it is outside the boat.
Oh, that's horrifying.
So it's like, is this an offering? Like, does once every 100
Is there a trap door?
Get shot out to feed some kraken as a sacrifice to make sure.
Did you know it goes outside the boat before you got on?
Yeah, you could see. You see the tube.
Oh, okay, so you know what's coming.
And you're like, fuck me. And so you get up to the top, and and it's a trap door. Like, you stand straight, you have to fold your arms and legs, you have to look up, and then you're standing on a door and you just go shooting down. And I think it's like Huey, Dewey, or Louie does a countdown. This fucking plastic thing just shuts in and covers you like the fucking Spinal Tap pod, right? You're just covered completely. And then it's like 3, 2, 1, and then boom. And like all I heard, like what helped me get through it was I just did Bill Paxton and Aliens. I was like, express elevator to hell, going down, and then boom. And dude, you're going like 40 fucking miles an hour, it felt like. And then at the end, you hit this giant splash that stops you, right? Yeah. But the sensation was... Here's why I don't ride these things. I thought I was still moving.
Was it like Keanu Reeves getting dumped out of the Matrix? Is that what you felt like?
That was exactly it. And I thought I was still moving, so I'm just lying there like, holy shit, this is crazy. And then the guy's like, sir, you're all done. I'm like, oh, what? I've just been lying there like a fucking idiot for like 8 seconds, just still thinking I was fucking moving. It was so much fucking fun, though. It was so much fun. But, man, I think that what I want to talk about was Disney being Disney. Such a part of our youth.
Sure.
Youths, everything, most people's. There's a lot of Disney adults just Disney adult super fans walking around.
A lot of big time Disney people. Sure.
A lot of big time with no kids. They're just like, fuck this. We're here for us.
Okay.
A lot of kids. But what was crazy was there's a theater, and it's a really nice theater on the ship.
Uh-huh.
And they had they did 3 shows. The first one was Tangled, the Rapunzel one, but they shortened it to like an hour and 10 minutes. And at first I thought
cut out the fat. Sure.
Trim the fat. They just
trim the fat on Tangled.
They added some fuck scenes. It was crazy, just full on.
It was her bush that grew, not
full
her
bush. And this her pussy pear, just fucking.
It was her. It was her bush hair that grew.
Upper bush. She's just on top of the tower with her legs spread out.
And then he gets up there. He's like, then he realizes what he's holding on to, and he's like, "Oh!"
And then he's like, it just gets really crazy. Whew. Oh, you can't tell me. I wouldn't be grossed out if it was the Baroness's hair. Fuck, I'd climb that motherfucker
dude.
every day.
Dude.
You kidding me? Shit, and climb me up that shit every night, Baroness.
Better movie.
Better. So. But dude, at first I thought this could be such a cheese fest, but it was actually pretty good. And the production was good. The actors were all great. Dude, it's Disney. The money behind the sets on this stage were like, whoa, fuck. But I had such a new sympathy for cruise ship actors, especially on a Disney cruise. We've done teen tours. Those are pretty rough.
Oh. Yeah.
At the improvs where you have like 600 15-year-olds, most of them for other countries, that they're all just, it's like being in a giant high school cafeteria.
The last thing they care about is watching the comedy on stage.
The only way I would survive is I would find the chaperone and roast them. And I would crush.
That's all you could do.
That was it. I would crush and I would have their attention, but I would just start fucking with the chaperone. Oh, look at this child molester. Just throw that poor motherfucker under every bus there was.
Label him a pedo, and you're just fucking cruising for 10 minutes.
You got it. But but this, I couldn't imagine doing a show and getting heckled by like 300 2-year-olds. It. I mean, cause there's a part in Tangled where the guy gets stabbed, and this little kid, Mom, is he dead? You're just like, oh fuck, this is fucking painful.
And he's just got to sit there and act like he's been stabbed.
Sit there and act like he's been stabbed. Mom, is he dead? It was, and then the second show was a Cinderella, like a retelling, where they go back in time. So like a fairy godfather steps in on behalf of Lady Tremaine and goes back in time.
Was he doing a Marlon Brando the whole time?
A little bit. Just drugs is bad business.
Try on the slipper.
This slipper is bad business. The slipper. I never wanted this for you, Cinderella. You could have been a doctor. I never wanted to see.
I never wanted to see.
One of the daughters gets 200 bullets put in her. And he's like, make my daughter look pretty again.
Yeah, but I'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
Make my son look pretty again. So he reverses everything that happened. So, but it was good because it turns it into more of a female like a more woman empowerment thing.
Not trying to find a Mr. Right.
Right.
So I need a man.
Yeah, they kind of did a nice retelling of it in that way, and it was really good. And then the third, and it was funny, dude, these actors are incredible. So one of the girls who plays one of the stepdaughters, right? Like she sings really bad during the Cinderella show, and it was like comic relief and stuff like that. Well, the final show is called Disney Dreams. It's just pure Disney fan service. It's about this little girl who wants to learn to fly before she's too old. And so she has this giant window in her room, like these doors that open. I told Andre, Peter Pan, I was like calling that shit. Sure enough, Peter Pan comes flying through. The pop, Eddie. The pop. When Peter Pan pop. With these comes flying out.
Right.
And then we're like, okay. And I was calling everything, right? 'Cause I was like, and then so she has a little Pinocchio doll that comes to life and starts telling her about wishes. I'm like, they're closing on When You Wish Upon a Star.
So this is just like the Royal Rumble for you. It's just like you hear them.
And I was batting 1,000. I'm like, they're watch. And she was like, no, they won't go. I'm like, they're closing on When You Wish Upon a Star. What else is there? That's the Disney song. They're closing on it. And like she's kind of like upset with her life, this little kid, and she's like, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, I just want to be part of something else, right? And then Eddie, the pop.
That's the glass break right there.
That was a Stone Cold. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think? And then boom, fucking Ariel comes shooting up from the bottom of the stage on this
Right.
giant seashell, huge, a whole new. And then fucking after that, I mean, be part of your world, right? That
Right.
wish I could be. Then they do the Aladdin part of your world ride. After Ariel, Sebastian comes up and does Under the Sea, and there's this big.
Oh, it's just the bukkake of Disney.
It's just stone cold glass.
It's just a bukkake of Disney.
And then she was like, like, I just don't know. Sometimes I wish I would be someone else. And then you hear, Bobo, Bobo. And then Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs.
He just comes up naked.
Tucking his dick. You want to fuck me? You want to fuck me? Goodbye.
I'd fuck me.
Dude, the kids lost their minds. Could you imagine the pop with those 3-year-olds when Buffalo Bill comes shooting up with his dick? I'd fuck me. Want to fuck me? I'd fuck me. Good. All the little kids. Goodbye, horse. He's just dancing. But like, dude, and then I forgot how it went, but they do, and look, I don't think there's any arguing this. They do the funniest Disney song ever made. It's the Frozen Snowman song where he's like, you know that one, right?
I'm not familiar with Frozen.
Oh, look, you should see it. It's great, and it's literally the funniest song Disney has ever done because Olaf is like the snowman. He's like the comic relief
Yeah,
character.
I know who Olaf is. I've just never seen
And they're
Frozen.
talking about summertime coming, and he sings a song about. He's like, oh, the kids will blow dandelion fuzz, and I'll be doing whatever snow does in summer. And he's like super excited about.
He knows he's gonna die. He doesn't know he's gonna die.
He has no idea he's gonna die, and that's it's a really funny song. So that gets a huge pop. And then the fucking Let It Go song starts. Oh. Eddie, the girl who played the goofy stepsister who couldn't sing, comes out like the fucking Shield. She's walking through the fucking stands in the theater. Oh. She's come and it was Ultimate Warrior coming out to save Hogan at WrestleMania. It was just I have never seen a room full of people lose their shit the way those kids lost their shit when she came out. And she crushed it. Let it go. And these kids are just losing their fucking minds. And then you think, well, nothing's going to top that.
Right.
And then this woman comes out who played the fairy godmother during the Cinderella thing. Now, my pop was Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. That's my Hakuna Matata. Man, I lost my shit with
I'm
Bibbidi
like,
Bobbidi
I
Boo.
want to be like you is kind of me.
That's my number two. That's my number two.
I want to be like you.
Los Lobos, my favorite, they do a great cover of that. But anyway, it was...
Now, did they end by putting her on a cross and lifting her up?
That they did.
The way the corporate ministry did to Stephanie McMahon?
She's screaming. and then so they fucking... But then this woman comes out, Eddie. Oh my God, this African-American actress, she was good. She played the fairy godmothers on all the shows. She was amazing. Yeah. And I thought, I don't know what's going to top the Frozen song. She comes out and does Circle of Life, and it's like, everybody sit the fuck down. She just, and all
Does she bitch slap Elsa? Like, boom.
It was,
and then just
I mean, it was her and Elsa, and she put Elsa over the top rope. It was Rumble over. She destroyed it. And then, of course, the whole cast comes out for When You Wish Upon a Star. It was fucking... Oh, my God. But, dude, I have such a new respect for those actors who have to deal with getting heckled by little fucking kids the entire time. It was a fucking... But the Buffalo Bill was the best. That
had to be the highlight, I'm sure, for our age group.
For the kids. Huge pop for the
kids. Kids loved it. I didn't know. I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me. I'd fuck you. Want to fuck me? I'd fuck me. Was there stand-up comedy on the boat? No stand-up comedy.
We're not doing that on a Disney cruise. Thank fucking God. No, there was none of that.
Wow.
Oh, just but as fun as this has been.
Yeah, man, it has
regrettably been. Like our own Disney corporation, we have
evil overlords that force us to do things we don't want to do.
Yeah, like this contractual obligation.
Skeletor, Jerry was just recounting his tales of being on a
Yeah.
Disney cruise.
Yeah.
Have you ever up there on Eternia taken a cruise?
Eddie, that's a wonderful question, and I'm glad that you've asked me that. Absolutely. I run a cruise. It's called the Skeletor Who Can Get Fucked Long Enough to Survive cruise. And I just get a bunch of whores from Eternia, and we load them up on the boat, and I fuck them all either to death, or I fuck them and they survive, the tough ones. And, well, okay, let's be honest. Nobody survives, because if you make it through night one, I just do it all over. I just basically fuck them all till they die. And that's the cruise. It's a wonderful time. We go see some beautiful... You wonder, Eddie, how could a cruise ship... It's a 12-day cruise. I mean, how many bodies of water... Go ahead and ask me where in Eternia would be big enough to host a giant boat like this for 12 days. Go ahead.
Where?
He-Man's mother's pussy! You get it? Because it's so big. Right? A pussy's so big you can fit a giant
Yeah.
ship. Cruise ship. It's a little small city.
Cinesnob, Cody, please. Let's get him up on Rotten Tomatoes. Cinesnob, Cody. Eddie, where can all the fine folk find you?
Patreon.com, The Ralph Port, 5 days a week. Tuesdays, Fridays, Ramble Radio. Wednesdays, Ramble Proper. And then also on Fridays, I got Not Today with Jen Sturgeon.
There it is. You can find me in the same Ramble locales. You can find Eddie and Cody. I'm also streaming games every night. Retro Rocha on Quick Kick and Twitch. Just my name on YouTube. 5-star rating. Positive text review. Spread the word. I bet you have friends who would love this podcast. Let them know. If you leave us anything, if you don't subscribe to us, if you don't give us a positive text review or a 5-star rating, we're going to have to think you're a chump. And nobody wants that.
Yes.
Right, Eddie? Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants
So
us to be
thank
chumps
you
or
for
you to be
tuning
chumps.
in. We love you all. Until next time, stay safe out there. We love you all. Adios a todos. Take care. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Man. Just pure.
Oh. Sure.
Al Pacino from Cruising comes out to Giant Bob. 3-year-olds losing their fucking minds.
Mom, is he the one who's really killing all the gay people?